Focus on this week.
Honestly,
I ain't gonna talk about June. I'm scared of June.
Man, we got a world team to make first.
You can't put the cart before the horse.
Right, come a step forward to the barrier. Just a couple of quick questions from me. It's only ever me that bangs on about this unbeaten record you've got at 60 hurdles, but you are conscious of it, aren't you? You've never lost one over this distance.
Do I need to hold this up?
No, I think we're done on the brand.
Yeah, I mean, records and streaks, everything has to come to an end at some point. Obviously, the competition this weekend is fierce, it's fast. 747. 747 is the world lead, but I'm sure everybody's gunning to beat that. So the main thing is just come out here, win the race, and let the time take care of itself.
And Trey, in an event like this, the start and the first hurdle absolutely crucial. Is the race won and lost there?
I don't think so. But we've all had races where we've been beaten at the finish line. We've lost by hundredths of a second. We've also had races where we've been out front and never got caught. But this weekend might be something special because you're looking at the three fastest people who currently run in this event.
And Daniel, you had a big breakthrough year to culminate in a world indoor medal, a world outdoor medal. What's the plan for this year?
To do it again, but just do it better. Simply that.
Do you feel like against these two, there's no pressure on you? The expectation is this end of the road.
I feel like that's a question you gotta ask them. I'm always just gonna worry about me. I'm gonna go out there and give my best no matter what. I'll go to God like always and just give my all.
Over to you. Larry.
Grant, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother.
So talk to me about your indoor season. You're going to do this? Do you have other races planned for the season?
Yeah, so I'm going to go here, run here tomorrow, get 2 rounds in here, go to Lead Van, get 2 rounds in there, go to USA's, probably run 2 rounds, if not run. Just all depends on, how the body's feeling, the times. The thing is just we're all gearing up for March 2nd. March 2nd is when 60-meter Indoor World Championships is going to take place. So I think we're all gearing towards being our best and having our best races there. Indoor season's quick, so you got to be mindful of, the travel. You got to be mindful of everything that you do. But with my team and everything, with the changes that we made, I think I'm fully capable. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Up in my weight right now, so I feel fast, feel strong. So the main thing is just come out here, just put out a good time, just have another year where we have, a fast season opener, probably my fastest season opener, just like last year, outdoor season, just continue, just get better, continue to drop that time, that average time, whether if it's indoor and outdoor, and just see the progression of, my hurdling.
Cool.
Can you talk about some of those changes that you made going into this year?
Yeah, so biggest change was in my strength and conditioning program. The coach that I was using at the University of Florida, me and him decided to part ways mutually. I just wanted a little bit of change. So with my new coach, Sean Burt, we've been killing it, feeling strong, feeling fast, hitting numbers that I never hit before. I think the biggest thing is just making sure all that translates to the track, because anybody can lift a certain amount of weight, but if you're not moving that type of weight on the track, it's kind of obsolete. So my biggest thing is just continue just to stay fast, continue to stay quick and nimble between the hurdles. Obviously with these 2 competitors, everybody here has run 7.3. So I think that's the biggest thing. You got to be able to come out here and just be able to show for all the work that you've been doing. I know Trey, I know Daniel is not going to just give it to me easy. So my biggest thing is just come out here, compete, and get to the finish line before they do.
What is the philosophy of an an Olympic year like this, of how you use the indoor season? Do you view it as like a dress rehearsal for the summer when you can go through a season and kind of peak, or do you try to train through it? Like, everyone has a different philosophy. What's yours?
Yeah, so for me, it's a major. We at the end of the year, it's not the end of the year, but the beginning of March, there's this thing called Indoor World Championships. That's where you're able to, show all the hard work that you've done. For me, every year, the goal for me is every year there's a major. Grant Holloway's in it, regardless of the color of the medal. I just want to be able to have that resume at the end of the year, and have that resume once I decide to retire and say, like, all right, if there was a major, Grant Holloway was in the top 3. And right now, I'm staying true to my goal. It doesn't matter if it's an Olympic year or not. I'm gonna, gear up for the major, get my eyes and my body set for that, and figure out what I gotta do next for outdoor season.
Trey, you're healthy, which is kind of cool, and I know you're smiling, so that means that's a good thing too. So talk to me about the beginning of your season.
Beginning of season, so it started 2 weeks ago. We went to meet in Gainesville to see where we're at, and I think we're in a pretty good place. It was my best season opener ever, and ready to bring it here, New Balance, and get ready for the major championship in March.
How many races are you going to do this indoor season? Have you planned yet?
Yes, so we did Gainesville, we have New Balance, we have Millrose, U.S. Championships, and then we're on the team. We got another one, so we have 5.
Cool.
Daniel, coming off of last year, finally getting on the podium, what kind of motivation does that give you going into this year now?
It's motivation, but it's more just a little bit of a peace of mind because I feel like I'm always motivated no matter what. Even leading up to that year, I wasn't having the best years like leading up to 2023, but I was still came into that year motivated with my new coach, Alan Johnson, and then coming into this year, being more consistent with him in training, getting used to his philosophies and his ways of hurdling, ways of training. And then along with, just like everyone else is saying, being healthy, stronger, faster, all those things lead to me being very confident going into this indoor season. A little bit contrary to what Grant said, I am looking forward to indoor and I want to run very fast, but to me, it's a little bit of give and take. The focus for me is 100% long-term Olympic team, make that team. Obviously, I'm not going to just come out here and let these cats win, but the goal is 100% Olympic trials.
Is like the focus towards Olympics the reason you chose to kind of start documenting kind of your practice and all the lead up and all that?
For sure, along with that, but just trying to bring more to the sport. I mean, we've been in it for so long, and you hear all the complaints. Well, me being an athlete and hearing from other athletes and how compensation, this type of thing, media coverage, and I just decided, I mean, we're here, we have the capabilities, let me just take it into my own hands, tell my own story and get that out there a little bit. And then to be an Olympic year, that's just even more a bonus for that, you know?
Danny, what are you learning from Alan Johnson?
You said what?
What are you learning from Alan Johnson?
A lot. I mean, he's one of the greatest to ever do it. I sometimes got to tell him, like, dude, you got to break it down like one at a time. He tells me so many things. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you was probably able to process this all at once, but I need it one at a time. Like, let's work on one thing. But I mean, that's just how he is as a person. He's a great coach. I'm learning his temperament as far as like he's chill, but when it comes to track and field, like he's a monster. He's a warrior. Like, and that's something I'm trying to learn. Like, I'm a very nice dude, very chill guy, but when it comes to the track, I'm trying to be able to turn that on, kind of like Mamba mentality type of thing, and get into that mindset more often.
Danny, you mentioned starting kind of a series to give people insight into what your life is like, your daily life. Maybe it's for all of you guys. Like, are there things that maybe casual fans or even invested fans don't realize about what it is to do your jobs that you kind of want to show people?
I mean, I think simply that it's a lifestyle. It's not like any other job that you can possibly imagine. Like being a professional athlete, you're using your body as your tool. So things you eat, the sleep, the recovery, the rest, and then training on top of that, and even just any type of stress when it comes to any type of relationship in your life. There's so many things that play a part in this. So that's why it's easy to document because it's just your life. You're living life. It's not like something I have to go out my way to do. But yeah, I feel like that's the simple, biggest difference in my eyes.
I've found that the biggest thing that people don't follow track and field, especially professional track and field, is we're not just competing against guys in the U.S. Like, we're competing against the 8 best guys that they can find for that track meet every time we line up. And it's damn near a world championship final every time we run.
I ain't got none. I'm not really the guy to go in. It's like Trey said it best. It's like every time we line up, it's as close to a world championship final, if not a semifinal. But when it comes to personal life and document, that's not me. I mean, I'm gonna leave that to Daniel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I keep my life. Track and field is what you guys see in my private life. That's all up to me.
Send the followers my way.
Please do.
Any more?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
very much.